Look who's back in one piece.
Zoe, did you expect me in more pieces than one?
You? Never. I trust you've brought me work. Always good to give your javelin the once-over after a run. What have you done this time?
Nothing you can't fix.
Flattery, huh? You must have done a number out there.
Nothing too crazy.
Are we using your skill for crazy or mine? Scars, beasts, relic-based nonsense. Some people stay on this side of the wall. Others, well, since you love running into that kind of stuff, you better be careful.
The job's got its risks, but keep my eyes open.
That's what I like to hear. I'll run you some maintenance checks. Only the best for my favorite freelancer.
I bet everyone's your favorite.
I have a complex ranking system, and you have better places to be. Go on, then. If it isn't my favorite freelancer, I hear you've been busy.
I try.
You pulled Wright's arse out of the fire. Yarrow was here doing a reenactment. I had a good feeling about you ever since you turned up. Keep proving me right, okay?
The fort's home. I've got to look out for it.
No argument here. It's good you settled in. Not everyone does. And I'm guessing Fort Tarsis wasn't in your plans before. Well...
The Heart of Rage. I didn't know what would happen then or where I'd land after. Turns out it was here.
Happy you stuck around?
Yeah. Not sure what I expected, but this place grows on you.
I wasn't meant to be here myself. I was on a strider out of Helios. Supposed to end up in Anthem.
What happened?
Cataclysm. The sky turned yellow, ground changed under us. The survivors were brought here.
You never got to Anthem?
Didn't have the means to try again at the time, and now? I got good work, had a kid. The fort's home. Glad you feel the same. When you're here, anyway. Which reminds me, I should run checking your javelin before you're off again.
Thanks, Zoe. I'll see you around. Hey, Zoe. Keeping busy?
You're not the only one that keeps me on my toes.
Just your favorite?
Of course.
What's on the docket? Basic repairs?
Always. Plus, I'm refurbishing the inner lining of Wright's javelin. And Sentinel Hayden's getting extra lumbar support whether he likes it or not. It's an easy ad.
Small comforts make a big difference.
People underestimate that. Those comforts make life better out there, even if you don't notice it every day. I like to think that matters. Especially since my son told me he's going to be a freelancer.
How old is he?
11. He'll want to be a dozen things before I have to worry. But I still worry.
There are risks, sure, but there's nothing like being out there helping people, seeing the world, flying. It's not the worst dream for a kid to have.
You're not wrong. The world's chaos. If he can dream about good things that could come out of it, why not let him? Tomorrow we'll want to be a Koroks teamer anyway.
Besides, if he becomes a freelancer, you'll have his suit in top shape. That should give you some peace of mind.
Not sure that works when you're the pilot's mother. It barely works with the rest of you.
Because we're your favorites?
Always.
Hey, you should shop here.
Look who it is. You certainly know how to put a javelin through its paces. Never just go for a stroll out there, do you?
Do you expect any less?
I shouldn't. This is the freelancer who ran into the Heart of Rage and keeps on running into every other piece of crazy out there. Always another adventure, right?
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I wouldn't know you if you did. I took my son to the platform earlier. We watched the freelancers take off. He said he's going to fly out there and do something awesome. It's not the worst dream to have.
Are you less worried about him becoming a freelancer?
Oh, I'll always worry. I worry about all of you.
You can't look after everyone.
But I wouldn't ask you to stay put either. There's too much out there for you to do. Still, I put enough work into those javelins of yours. You better bring them back.
Is that why you do it?
Not everyone comes back. Happens every day. The little touches, they improve the suits, but they mean someone cares. You're not just another number. You said the fort's your home. Just my way of keeping the lights on for you.
Hey there. I figured you'd make your way to me soon enough. You're the new freelancer I've been hearing about.
Only the good parts.
Oh, it's all good. The fact that anybody's talking about a freelancer is even better. Name's Prospero. I'm betting you're the one I've been waiting for.
Yeah? Why's that?
You understand being a freelancer is more than just a job. It's about pride. Pride in doing something well. Pride in your javelin.
Hasn't been much of that lately.
Intolerable. Who wants to charge into a fight looking plain and simple? What kind of statement does that make? Not when you could fly in looking like steel thunder come to life. A fistful of lightning in one hand and a hailstorm of pain in the other.
That's colorful.
Is what I do. When lancers want to make a statement, they buy something special for their javelin. Maybe custom decals or bodywork. I'm the guy they come to. We're used to. Hasn't been any demand. The Forge can't even build anything these days. I'm hoping you can change that.
How can I help?
We need to fire it up again. That takes Ember. And someone with the guts to collect it. If you can find some, I'm back in business. We both are. I'll teach you how to craft things.
Okay, I'll bite.
What I wanted to hear. You'll need to search for Ember outside the fort. Bring it here and we can start getting this place back on its feet.
Will do. Hey, Prospero.
I know you've got good news.
All the ember you need.
What I wanted to hear. All right then. Let's get to business and fire up the forge. It's time all these javelins around here got the tender loving care they deserve. Head on over to the forge, and you can start crafting. But don't forget, when you want to make a statement, maybe polish that javelin up with a nice coat of pain and thunder. Come see me.
So, you're the thunder merchant, huh?
Hey, the best freelancers always arrive with a bang. But first, they buy it from me. Don't be a stranger. Freelancer. Thanks again for your help. Business is already looking up.
Selling the thunder, huh?
Hey, people laugh, but the uniform makes the soldier. Ever seen the Dominion? They know it. If you want to win a war, presentation is half the battle. A javelin's designed to intimidate, annihilate, exterminate, eradicate, and if you're really good, obliterate. You have to inspire fearful awe in your enemies.
Plus, it's just cool flying in style.
That it is. May as well have fun while you're scaring people.
Figure there's a reason we call the suits javelins.
Of course there is. Imagine if they called it a skewer or something. Oh crap, run! A squad of skewers is coming our way.
Doesn't have quite the same ring.
Not unless you're having a cookout.
You seem pretty passionate about this.
I love what I do, and it's important. I want to help the good guys win. When a freelancer shows up in their javelin, I want people to remember it. Your enemies will shudder, your allies will salute.
I like the sound of that. A little thunder and lightning to make an entrance.
You get it. Why do people fear a big storm rolling in?
Probably because it can kill you.
That's right. There's power in that sky. And pain if you don't respect it. So you just let me know if I can fix you up with anything. A javelin's always got room for more thunder.
Will do. See you around.
Freelancer. How goes the battle?
Fighting the good fight.
What I wanted to hear.
How's the thunder business?
Good. Word's gotten around that freelancers are something special again.
Doing what we can. How'd you get into this work anyway, Prospero?
It found me. Nothing in this world makes a statement like Shaper relics. Talk about fearful awe.
That's why they're so fascinating. No one knows how they work or why they even exist. Anything can happen.
Oh, I know that. I've seen it firsthand.
What happened?
When I was young, maybe 18, I was an engineer for a trading caravan. One day we hear a rumor. They say a Titan's been spotted in the area. We were young and stupid, so we got it in our heads that taking a Titan down meant we wouldn't have to be traders anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's up there with jumping into a volcano.
Seemed like a great idea at the time. So this Titan, it's leaving a trail of destruction and rumors wherever it goes. Biggest Titan anyone's ever seen. Weeks go by. We've tracked it all the way to the Western Pass, into the Great Expanse. Finally, we corner it in a valley, and that's when I felt it. Deep in the bones dread. It wasn't just one Titan. It was 3 of them, joined together,
You're kidding me.
all standing around a Shaper relic, melding together. Right before my eyes, it was staring right at us. This gigantic thing that shouldn't exist. Took us all of 15 seconds to turn our Strider around and never look back. But I did. I was mesmerized. It was powerful, fearful, awful. Then it pointed to the sky, and the thunder answered. It's a moment I'll never forget.
It's amazing. I can't believe that happened.
I know it did. That thunderclap, we felt it. So loud my eardrum blew out.
Wow.
That's why I do what I do. I sell the thunder. If every freelancer can invoke the same awe I felt that day, you'll win every time.
Always fun talking to you, Prospero. See you later.
Back at you. Freelancer, my favorite customer.
Thought I'd drop by, say hello. So, I'm surprised you never took up flying a javelin, Prospero.
I told you that story about the Titan we followed? Well, after that, I gave the Lancer thing a shot.
I bet you were a pretty good one.
Well, yeah. My aim was pretty wicked. It's just...
What?
It's hard to be a freelancer from the ground. I'm only telling you this because I like you. But it freaked me out. I'm afraid of heights.
That makes 2 of us.
No kidding. You?
Have you seen how high we go?
Yeah. And flying faster than a wyvern ever dreamed.
Then you look down and...
The only thing between you and the ground is nothing.
Try not to think about it.
Oh, I had plenty of thoughts at the time. Most of them involving language I shouldn't repeat. But the one that mattered was this. If I couldn't fly, I had to help those who do.
What'd you decide?
I'd seen that Titan. I knew what this world could throw at us. So, I decided to throw it right back. Deliver some of our own fearful awe. Prospero style.
You had the right idea. Instill confidence, not just in the freelancers, but in the people we need supporting us.
Thank you for that. Some folks think I'm just another merchant with something to sell.
You're selling victory.
Now you're thinking like me. It's all about presentation.
You sold me. I'll see you later, Prospero.
Till next time. There he is. Hero of Fort Tarsis. The heart of rage, no less. I knew you'd bring the thunder.
And some lightning along with it. You know, to make a statement.
You've been listening. Damn, that makes me proud.
You might have rubbed off.
To think, when we first met, the forge wouldn't even work. And now, you tamed the mother of all storms. The freelancers are back, and not even the Anthem's temper can stop them.
Thanks, though I'm sure some new trouble is bound to come along.
In this world, I guarantee it. Not a month goes by, I'm not shaking my head at some crazy thing a Shaper Relic has done. But I'll feel better knowing the freelancers are back in business.
We wouldn't be anywhere without the guy selling us a little thunder and lightning.
No, I just bottle it. You deliver it.
Well, don't ever stop. We'll need plenty of bottles, I'm sure.
What I wanted to hear.
I'd best get back to it.
Don't be a stranger.
Freelancer, I trust the contract went well? Hey, how'd your last job go?
I kicked its ass.
That's right, you did. Just got back myself. Damn Titan nearly took my arm off. Always something, huh? Owen stopped by. Wanted to make sure your records were in order. No worries, though. A Titan won't stop me from keeping this place organized.
How'd you end up as our record keeper anyway? You don't seem the desk type.
Layers, buddy. We all got him. You want a well-placed shot or a well-kept ledger? Ask Lucky Jack. We all do our bit for the family, right?
So you're the cousin who enjoys paperwork.
And taking on scars.
Keeping things balanced.
It's what I do. The point is, we've got each other's backs. It's not like we got anyone else in our corner.
Not today, but we'll turn things around.
That's the spirit right there. We need freelancers to bring in contracts, get the work done. The better the Enclave does, the better we all do, right? Well, I've got reports to update before I'm back out there. Striders to save, relics to silence, you know how it is.
Lucky Jack. Keeping busy?
You know it. Just had a contract dealing with scars. I show up and they're messing with a relic. Good thing some buddies jump on the call. We've got elementals swarming, scars everywhere, then a love-struck Koroks shows up.
What happened?
Teamwork, fancy flying, and one heck of a lucky shot. Next thing I know, the relic's silent, the Koroks has a new friend, and we come out all right.
Starting to see where you got the nickname.
It could have gone straight sideways, I'm telling you, but that's what family's for. Stronger together, right?
Backup's handy, but it's nice to fly out solo too.
Time on your own, just you and a cipher against the wild. I hear you. Whatever's right for the moment. My next gig might be solo at this point.
Is there a problem?
My buddies and I thought we'd team up on another contract. Last one went well, so why not, right? Now they can't agree which job to take. I just want something logged in the pending contracts report.
What are your options?
An Arcanist looking for a lost vault? Gotta love some mystery. Or the fort needs people to take on hostile wildlife. Guaranteed action there.
Do you really want to pass up a chance to uncover lost secrets?
That's what makes the job exciting, isn't it? All right, buddy. Using you as the tiebreaker. Wish me luck.
I'm not sure you need it.
Yeah. I'll see you around. Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or...?
Owen's quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
That's just Owen.
I've got the reports to prove him right. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color-coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs? Well, besides paperwork?
Remember that arcane vault job my buddies and I took?
How'd it go?
We fly out there and my cipher picks up the vault's location. But it's locked. My buddies and I split up to find the tuning points that will crack it. There's grabbits hopping around. Nice and quiet.
You wouldn't be building this up if it stayed that way.
Yeah, okay. We popped the vault open, but we've attracted Wolven. No problem, we have what we came for. Just take off, right? My one buddy, his kid's sister loves that radio show about the crime fight in Grabbit, Detective Hops Mysteries. He's going on that we can't let Hops die, what'll he tell the kid, and I can't say I'm not with him. Next thing you know, I'm booking it with a Grabbit in my arms, while the other two are flying back to the Arcanist.
Do all your missions go like this?
Like what?
Oddly upbeat?
Sad story corner can wait for another day.
You took a risk.
Don't we all?
For some grabbits.
It's a point in our ledger either way. Speaking of which...
I'll leave you to it. Hey, how are things here?
We got freelancers going in and out, work getting done. I got reports and charts flying all over. Never dull. How about you? You holding up?
I'm out there doing what I love. That's what matters.
No argument there. Good attitude, clear head. They get you through, right?
You know. If anyone's got a good attitude.
Hey, I'm as human as anyone. We've all had that job that should have been different.
What's yours?
You want sad story corner? All right. The Heart of Rage mission, a few years back. I was supposed to go too. I did something stupid, got injured before heading out. Someone took my place. They lost the cipher. Maybe their life. That doesn't compare to you, but
You felt guilty?
yeah. Everyone else called me lucky.
Regret. We all live with it eventually.
It's just about how, right?
That's one way to look at it.
Okay, enough of my sob story. It's a new day, right? Let's get back to it.
Sounds good. See you later, Jack.
You got it.
Well, I know you. You're the hotshot who silenced that Shaper thing, yeah?
Word travels fast.
I keep an ear to the ground. Best way to stay alive out here. Maxine. Call me Max. Welcome to my bar.
You're the owner?
Am now. Got it off Dusty in a game of cards. Pretty sure he threw that hand.
You really think he'd bet his entire bar and throw the hand?
In a heartbeat. If he ever had a heart to begin with. Dusty managed to lose the deed to his bar and his shirt, and the very next morning headed out of town. Only he didn't make it.
Oh, hold up a second. What happened to the last owner?
He was on a strider to Anthem with the governor and it went down. Some say accident, some say a hit. Nobody made it back and the black box went missing.
You think Dusty was the target? Or the governor?
Dusty owed a lot to the wrong people, but dead men don't pay their debts. The governor? Not really worth the trouble, you know what I mean? Dusty's not the only owner to die in glitch circumstances, just the latest. People think this place is cursed.
You don't strike me as waiting around for certain doom.
Who has time for that crap? I got work to do. Deals don't make themselves. You're doing good work around here, Freelancer. I'll get you a tab. First one's on the house. And if there's something you need, maybe I know some people. We'll see. Okay? So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
Half a click? He didn't mention that. What happened exactly?
He's sitting over there with a bunch of brains. They had about 5 rounds of silver, no sign of drying up. They start arguing about some nonsense. I don't know what got said, but Matthias throws a drink at one guy. Then Genius Boy stands up on the table, shouts, "Do the math or shove off!" and flings himself at the guy. Smashed the hell out of the table, tried to stab a guy with a busted chair leg. I had to call the Sentinels.
Huh, I guess he really likes math.
Yeah, that makes it all better.
Anyways, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Xeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning, inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Anthem and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Hey, Max. How's business?
Business is great. Loads more people are stopping by. Of course, they're claiming the Dominion's coming and we're all gonna die, so it might not stay good.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, I never bet against the house. So will it be this time, Freelancer?
My friend Faye brought a tape player in here. How hard would it be to get more Dawn Guard episodes?
Dawn Guard, huh? They make that one in Anthem. Radio broadcast doesn't reach that far. For it to play here, someone's got to bring tapes by Strider. Slow. Expensive.
Oh, so the answer is hard. Okay. I'll bring you some Grabbit's feet. I have a feeling you could use a good luck charm, or several.
It's a nice thought, but don't bring me any dead animal parts. Tell you what, you run across any intel on where Zim's set up, you let me know. I'll call us even.
You don't know where she is?
Right now, nobody does. Her glitching highness has gone dark since the Dominion hit her.
You think she's in trouble?
If the Dominion took her down, we'd know. I just want to know where she comes up for air. Her caravan's good at what they do. Lots of deals to be made, but she moves on fast. Gotta be faster. I'll get your tapes. Just keep an ear to the ground for me, all right?
Hey, Max, got a minute?
Sure. This one's on the house, even. What do you need?
It's about Matthias Sumner.
Him again?
Actually, them now. There's, 3 of him.
All right, this I've got to hear. What did he do to himself?
There was a Shaper relic and things got weird. You know how it goes. Sumner is the part of him that ripped up the bar. The rest are pretty easygoing.
Is that right?
I don't think Maddie and Errol can even get upset. Like I said, it got weird.
All right. All right. The other 2 Matthias guys can visit my bar. You're gonna have to put a hat or something on Sumner so I know which one he is.
Thanks, Max. You're a gem.
Just don't spread it around. Can't have folks thinking I've gone soft.
Is it a regulator thing? You gotta act tough all the time?
No. I mean, back in Helios, I know regulators that were squishier than custard pies. But this isn't Helios. The frontier isn't civilized. You run a business out here, you better be armor-plated.
Are you from Helios? Or you just know people there?
Originally? No, family came from Fortua, I guess. Only been there a couple of times, though. Smugglers don't tend to stay in one place for long. I was born on a strider, halfway between Bastion and the Mylands. Been all over, a couple times.
This bar's really worth enough to keep you here? I think you want to keep wandering.
I've been a lot of places, done a lot of things. Didn't expect to run a bar, but it's not so bad. I know people. I know all the supply lines, how all the money works, what wheels to grease. And I get to do it sitting in a comfortable chair inside sentinel-guarded walls, and nobody bats an eye. Plus, my wife likes it better when I keep regular hours, you know?
I asked them, would you rather have rules or accidents? Thank you
For what?
for stepping close so you don't impede foot traffic.
You were off to the side, so it seemed to make sense.
My apologies. I assumed you would recognize me from one of my public safety forums.
Sorry, I was not aware those were happening.
My name is Perndle Blatch, and I'm the fort custodian. I maintain and improve all public works and spaces.
Sounds like a big job.
It's enormous. I'm seeking public input on an initiative to improve life in Fort Tarsis. Would you care to take part?
I might.
Excellent. Please answer the following questions. Do you A, believe the fort needs immediate improvements to function more efficiently? Or B, recognize the fort has glaring inefficiencies that must be corrected?
Aren't those statements both the same?
No. One suggests immediate action, and the other identifies issues, then proposes solutions.
I'm not sure the fort wants to change.
The fort must change. It's unsafe in so many ways. Take the walking issue, for example.
Did you say walking?
Yes. People walk and stop wherever they please. This causes stoppages, bumping, and even pedestrian rage. I'm proposing we implement lanes and foot traffic rules of way.
Fort residents will never buy into it.
I disagree. People said we didn't need the fountain, but now I'm spearheading the campaign to restore it.
How does a fountain make the fort more efficient?
The fountain creates a meeting place and instills pride in the community. Happy people are more productive.
Is the fountain working?
Not at the moment. There's a piping issue. It was nice chatting with you. I'm off to a meeting regarding proper personal equipment in the forge area.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. It's not easy keeping this fort safe. I call slips, trips, and falls avoidable.
Hello, Perndle. How's the fort maintenance game?
It's challenging. People continue to ignore glaring safety issues. It's only a matter of time until someone is seriously injured.
Come on. Is it really that bad?
We have a cable problem. There are electrical cords and ropes strewn about all over the fort. This is a serious tripping hazard.
Really?
A mechanic tripped in the forge area yesterday and broke her thumb. That accident was 100% preventable.
Really? How are you going to stop people from tripping?
I will implement a bylaw that requires people to properly bundle or store all loose rope and cable.
You want to make loose cords illegal?
Yes. And standing water.
Standing water? You mean puddles?
Standing water is a breeding ground for insects and should be cleared within a reasonable time after a rainfall. Puddles not only get your feet wet, they're another tripping hazard.
How will you bring in the bylaw?
I have a petition I expect you to sign.
Sure, I'll help make the fort a safer place.
Thank you, Freelancer. This fort needs a good safety policy, and people like you will help make that happen.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping the bylaw will help people appreciate the dangers of loose cable and standing water.
Me too, Perndle.
They will, eventually. Did you know we're refurbishing the fountain?
That must be difficult.
It is. I'm very busy. That's why I need to cut this short. Goodbye. I call slips, trips, and falls the three sisters of doom. You're just the freelancer I've been waiting for.
Thanks, Perndle. How's the petition going?
Quite well. I have high hopes we'll be seeing improved safety policy in the near future. But we should discuss another matter that may impact you as a freelancer.
All right.
I wouldn't be so casual. If we don't deal with this, someone is going to die.
Really? You sure you're not overestimating the danger?
Not at all. If you allow me to outline the situation, I'm sure you'll agree with my assessment.
I'm waiting.
The Javelin launch deck has no safety rail.
This is ridiculous. You're wasting my time.
That's easy to say when you're nice and safe in a Javelin. Did you know Arlick Janke slipped off the edge while he was cleaning?
No, I did not know that.
Why would you? He's just a maintenance guy. He broke both legs, one index finger, 3 ribs, and his nose. He's okay now, but he's still walking a little funny. And he makes a whistling sound when he breathes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do?
Yes, support my proposal to install safety railings on the launch deck.
But javelins might catch on the railings when they launch.
That's a good point. I've got it. Tethered safety harnesses. Thanks for helping me come up with a solution.
You're welcome.
I only wish the rest of this fort shared your concern for safety. People don't realize the danger of standing water. Hello.
Hi, Perndle.
Fair warning, I am in a dark and foul mood.
Any way I can cheer you up?
There's a chance. You could help me with some perspective.
I'll try. What's going on?
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made 0 progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. So what's your plan?
My plan is to leave the fort.
If you ask me, I think you should stay.
That's kind of you to say, but my future lies in Anthem.
Why would you move to the capital?
Because it's filled with bureaucrats and politicians who like making rules and consider personal safety a priority. Those are my kind of people.
They are, huh?
It's terrible to admit, but I feel I've wasted my life trying to make this fort a better place to live.
I think you've made this fort better.
Why do you say that?
Because you've always been more than just a safety guy.
That's true. I've always loved maintenance.
Yeah, you made a real difference there, right?
Well, we've cleaned up the market. We're improving facades, and our horticulturalist has done some lovely planting. You've just made me realize I have made our fort a better place to live.
You sure have.
And I have unfinished business here.
What's that?
The fountain in the courtyard still isn't functioning.
You sound determined.
I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a fountain to fix. They really need better ventilation in the forge. Hello, Freelancer.
Hello, Perndle.
So, are we both thinking a thank you is in order?
Ah, you're welcome.
No, I wasn't thanking you. You should be thanking me. The fountain is running.
You finally did it. Good for you.
Thank you. I'm delighted we finally got it flowing. We discovered the problem was that people were siphoning water off our main fountain line.
People, huh?
Exactly. I think a plumbing bylaw will prevent this from happening in the future. Of course, now that the fountain is flowing, we've run into a new set of problems.
All right. What issues are we facing?
The water around the fountain's edge is a slipping hazard.
That sounds dangerous.
It is. I'm considering turning down the fountain.
Won't that make it less spectacular?
Yes, but sometimes safety comes before spectacular. Or we could install warning signs and erect barriers.
That sounds extreme.
It's a fine balance between a beautiful oasis and a death trap.
What's the logical solution?
Survey how many people enjoy the fountain versus how many people are injured.
Sounds like a plan.
Then we can analyze benefits versus costs and propose recommendations based on our findings.
You're very thorough, Perndle.
Thank you. It's important to never rush safety. That's how people get hurt.
And it is nice to see the fountain running.
It really is. And Freelancer, thanks for silencing the heart of rage.
Man, with something like that, you should really soak it. Hey, Freelancer!
Hey.
I can't believe I'm talking to you. You're like the most badass freelancer in Fort Tarsis. My name's Neeson.
Hello?
Hey, aren't you teamed up with that cipher, Owen?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, no reason. I just thought you might be concerned about that cipher school thing of his.
What are you talking about?
Okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard he got over-altered during his training.
Over-altered?
Yeah, I guess it glitched him up pretty bad.
What are you talking about?
I can't say for sure, but that's what people are saying, and you gotta admit, Owen is a little goofy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Just telling you what I heard.
Thanks, but that kind of information isn't useful.
Yeah, I get it. You already knew. But if you ever need any info on anyone else in the fort, I'm pretty plugged in.
Yeah, no thanks.
No need to close that door. Let's just agree to maybe meeting in the future.
Or let's not.
Yeah, I got you. Catch you later. Man, with something like that, you should really soak it. Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure we are. Anyway, you know Yarrow, right? That super old freelancer?
Sure, I know Yarrow.
You think you know him, but did you hear about him and the Tesla?
No, and I should be going.
Ah, too bad. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? So, all right, I'll see you around. I'm so glad to see you. I've been wanting to warn you about the bar owner.
Okay.
Her name is Max.
All right.
Now be careful with her. I'm telling you this as a friend.
I wouldn't consider us friends.
Well, maybe not yet, but I feel like we're getting to know each other, and that's a start, right?
Well...
Don't answer. What you need to know is that Max might be connected to regulators. Word in the fort is, if you owe her money and don't pay up, you could end up face down in a Scar encampment, torn apart by Wyvern.
But if she's got regulator connections, why wouldn't she turn you over to them?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I heard, because I don't want you to get hurt.
Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome, my friend. Laundry is like life. If you ever get it all sorted out, then let me know. Hey, I heard something about you, and I wanted to see if it was true.
It's probably not.
I hope it is. Okay, true or false? At Princess Zim's caravan, did you eat Korok's testicles?
False.
Oh no, this is not good.
Why does this disappoint you?
I made a sizable wager you did. This is gonna cost me.
That's too bad. Good luck.
Thanks. I thought for sure you did Korok's danglers.
Nope.
Darn, I thought I knew you.
Guess not.
I do see a silver lining here, though.
What's that?
Well, this reminds me not to take you for granted. I still have so much to learn about you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I shouldn't have been digging in there anyway. Hey, good to see you again. You know, you're one of the only people here I can really talk to.
That's nice, I guess.
Yeah, feels good. Hey, have you heard anything about this Kassian lady?
What have you heard?
Nothing. That's why I'm asking you. I had a little, run-in with her.
You tangled with Tassin. Really?
You think I'm lying? After all we've been through.
We've never been through anything.
Okay, do you think I could have misread her and then she punched me?
Yes.
Ha! The possible is the reality. That is one scary lady.
That does sound like Tassin.
I'm glad you finally believed me. Hey, what are you up to right now?
Quite a bit. I'm very busy.
Ow, too bad. I was hoping we could hang out.
That's what I figured.
See? You get me. Later, Freelancer. Now with something like that, you should really soak it. Hey! I learned something about a certain someone that I believe may be of interest to you.
I doubt it.
Yeah, right. Brace yourself, because this is gonna hit you pretty hard. Sentinel Dax is actually a princess.
Everyone in the fort knows that.
Really?
Yes, it's common knowledge.
Oh, well, it's still pretty interesting though, right?
It was the first 50 times I heard it.
Okay, I hear you. But you're still gonna come to me for all your inside information, right?
I never did.
So, nothing's changed with us?
No.
Whew. Good, okay. So, hey, do you want to go for a bite or something?
Nope.
I get it. Next time, I swear I'm gonna be a better friend. I will always be your friend. Did you hear anything about that guy and the thing? I learned that one the hard way. Hey, pal. It's really good to see you.
Hey, Neeson.
I'm glad you bumped into me because I want to give you a heads up on Sentinel Bryn.
What about her?
Okay, so she's got a thing about scars.
What about them?
Well, she's always going on about how we have to be careful because they're a threat and dangerous and scars this and scars that.
She's right. Scars are a constant danger.
Sure, but she's fixated on them. Every time I bring up scars, she goes on a rant about what a murderous plague they are.
Maybe she's got a reason to feel the way she does.
I'm sure she does, but maybe it's time to let it go and start realizing that scars are people too.
But scars aren't people.
I know that. It's just an expression.
Actually, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking we should just agree to disagree on this one. Hey, do you want to tag along while I run some errands?
I'd rather not.
Then maybe I could tag along with you.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. We should be getting back to work. See you later, Lancer.
You're a merchant? What are you selling?
You're a freelancer, right?
What gave me away?
The Freelancer logo.
Yeah, I was... Never mind. Do you need something?
What does it cost to contract you?
It changes depending on the ask.
My grain supplier put his business on hold until he can resolve some sort of family argument.
That's a little out of the freelancer purview, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
What's going on exactly?
It's It's my business. My parents are gone, and it's just me now. I'm Mora, by the way. I sell fruits, vegetables, but most of my sales were in grains. Bakeries.
But now your supplier stopped shipping grain because of his family argument.
Right. But I have a solution. At least, I think I have a solution.
What's that?
A farm. An inside farm. Self-sustainable, indoor farming. You'd never have to go outside the walls. I figured out a way. I did. I built a prototype. Just one seed. But it's sprouting.
Sounds like it would solve your problem. You should make one.
I would, but I don't have the resources. I need support. Financial support.
You might still find the opportunity. Maybe fruit sales will pick up.
Maybe. Still. Thank you for listening. You were very kind to a stranger.
Well, that's the freelancer way. Mostly.
It was good to meet you. And if you ever do need fruit,
I know where to find you.
You're looking at me like you want something. What is it?
Nothing. I wasn't trying to...
Then point your damned peeper somewhere else.
Suit yourself. Drink your way into the gutter if that's what you want.
Everyone that keeps coming here, trying to help, talk won't help. Nothing will, unless you can get me some Anthem grain.
Grain? What are you rambling about?
Grain from Anthem. It's what makes Anthem bread taste like Anthem bread. That was what my bake shop was all about. My supplier stopped shipping, so I can't make my bread. Without bread, I can't keep my doors open. Damn it. I miss my oven so much.
So is the drinking helping anything?
Helps me forget. And it breaks up the monotony. I don't need your advice or pity. I have enough saved up to keep me going, so just be on your way.
Fine, fine.
Freelancer, good to see you.
Hi again, Mora. How's business?
how do you think?
From your tone, I'll assume not well.
You assume right. Thanks for respecting me enough to be straight with me. I'm thinking of selling my plans for an indoor farm. Not for very much, but enough for now.
Before you do that, I met someone recently. A woman named Leanne.
The baker. Where did you meet her exactly?
At the bar.
I thought so.
She's been hit by the grain shortage too. Her bakery shut down.
I know. She was a great customer. Came by a lot. I really liked her. But she's been wasting away in that bar since her bakery shut down.
Everyone deals with hard times differently. She's got some resources left over. The last remnants of her bakery.
I don't know. She's changed.
This could be a solution for both of you.
She's been irresponsible with her funds. I rarely see her sober. I'd be letting her have half my idea. And what if my farm fails? I'd be responsible for losing what Leanne has left.
All fair points.
I have to think about this. Freelancer? What would you do?
It might sound iffy, but you should take a chance on Leanne. She owned that bakery for years. That person is still in there.
That's true. And I would be crushed to part with my idea for so little.
It's your decision, of course.
I know. I know. But you're right. What's life without a little risk, right?
Out here at the fort, risk is everything.
Thank you, Freelancer. I need to think about this, but come back soon.
You got it, Mora.
You again. What?
Ah, still crabby, I see.
I'll stop being crabby when I feel like it. So, what is it this time?
I have something that I think will cheer you up. Do you know Mora?
The mousy kid who hangs around the marketplace?
The grain supply problem hit her, too. But she's got an idea to get more. A new system that
New system. Scam.
allows for sustainable indoor farming.
Scam.
Will you let me finish?
Why? I know how this ends. The system requires capital to properly develop, right? And you're about to ask me to put it up. Grow the grain right here, inside the fort's walls? Sustainably? If it sounds too good to be true, probably is.
Right. So you'll just drink away everything you have left instead. Much smarter. Good decision.
Oh, you little... Oh, that's low. But I needed a kick in the shins. All right, I'll talk to Mora. See what she says and whether there's anything I can do.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Freelancer in the bar.
Freelancer, you're back.
Hi again, Mora. Did you speak with Leanne?
I did. I wasn't entirely sure about her, but I did it. She was skeptical at first, but I think my enthusiasm convinced her. I've never seen her like this before. She spends all her time with my blueprints.
I'm so happy you two found each other.
It's been nice having someone around again. Also, the indoor farm looks like it will work perfectly.
Just like you said it would.
Thank you so much, Freelancer. Leanne and I, we owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Just make sure to throw me a pastry every now and then, okay?
You got it. See you around, Freelancer.
Have fun, Mora. Thought I'd find you here.
Not for long. Mora and I have come to an agreement. I'm gonna help her with her farm. And you know what? I'm excited. This will change both our lives. It'll change Fort Tarsis, and we have you to thank.
Just trying to do the right thing. Helping people that need help.
And you did. You helped us both. You should be proud. Maybe one day I'll be able to pay you back. Till then, take care of yourself, Freelancer.
Hey, Freelancer.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, Freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death the last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
Sounds like you made some tough choices.
You tell me. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
You're tough as nails. That's why you're still alive.
I guess so.
You guess? How else does one man live while 5 perish?
I just did what I had to do.
So what exactly did you have to do?
If I'd have shared that water, nobody would have lived.
So you chose to let 5 people die to save yourself?
I told you, I'm a pragmatist.
I guess that's why you're the oldest man in Fort Tarsis.
Don't you judge me. You've seen death. You've done things. I could see it in your eyes. It's usually a glint of sadness or knowledge, but in some people, that glint turns into a gleam. And a gleam means they want to see more death. Be careful, Freelancer. I still see a glint in your eyes.
Hey, thanks for checking out my shop.
No problem.
We've got stuff that can turn a good javelin into a great javelin, maybe.
I'm listening. What do you have?
Only the finest selection of crafting materials in Fort Tarsis.
Real.
Guaranteed. You know why? Because our main competitor just closed up shop.
Why'd they do that?
I'm just learning the regulator game, but my Uncle Ronnie said, we made them an offer they couldn't refuse. My name's Serna, and I'm the manager.
Well, what kind of store is this?
It's a compound and alloy shop. Sometimes we get in other stuff. It's called Uncle Vonnie's, and my family owns it.
Good to know.
So don't forget, when you want quality, this is the store for you. Sure hope you come back and do some shopping. Hey, Freelancer. I figured you'd be back.
Why is that?
Maybe because we might have the best compounds in the fort. Has anyone ever told you that you've got amazing eyes?
Not really, but it's nice of you to say.
They've got an interesting glint in them. They remind me of Korok's eyes.
Korok's eyes?
Yeah, I got a soft spot for Korok's. I know it's crazy because I'm a regulator and we're supposed to be all business. Right?
I guess, if that's what you say.
Well, that's what my family says. But I don't care. I got dreams of my own. And my dream is to pet a wild baby Korok's.
Wouldn't you have to go outside the fort?
I don't care. I'm not scared. And I got a plan.
If that's your dream, then you should go for it.
That's what my cousin Delton said too. So I'm going to do it.
Okay, but remember to be careful. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. That's why I'm taking Delton. I can't say how he got it, but Delton has an awesome gun. So I think we'll be just fine.
I hope so.
And hey, don't forget to check out our new stock. It's pretty good. As soon as I close up, I'm gonna find Delton and I'm going to pet the baby Korok's. Hey, welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Thanks.
Some exclusive alloys and compounds came in this week. I can't say how we obtained them, but your javelin will thank you if you pick some up.
You're very persuasive, Serna.
Thanks, I've been practicing. I'm glad you're here. I want to tell you about my Korok's adventure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Korok's. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable grunting sound, which, in retrospect, was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad. And so quick.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Delton. He had his gun, but that Korok's was on him hard and fast.
Is he okay?
Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood yesterday, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, he probably should.
On the bright side, I did get to pet a baby Korok's.
That's something.
It sure is. Oh, don't forget about that new stock we brought in.
I'll try not to.
Hey, welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Hi, Serna.
We've got some new stock you might like, but maybe you'll be more interested in my Tesselar adventure.
Okay, I'm interested. What happened with the Tesselar?
Okay, you know how Tesselars are super cute but can electrocute you, right?
Okay.
Alright, so I got a couple of freelancers to capture a baby Tesselar for me.
How'd you make that happen?
The owed my Uncle Bonnie a favor, but that's not the point. By the time I opened the cage door, it was dead. It was so sad and sweet, I had to give it a goodbye hug. But it was actually only sleeping because it yawned, opened one eye, then zapped me.
Wow, what did that feel like?
Kind of like a static shock, times a billion.
Are you okay?
Sure. I mean, I still get the tingles, but my vision is clearing up, so it's all good. You know, you kind of remind me of a Tesselar.
I do?
Yeah, I think it's the way you walk. Hey, maybe check out our fancy compounds before you go.
Sure.
You know it's okay to drop in whenever you like, right? You know, for crafting stuff or whatever. Hey, pal.
Hi, Serena.
You know how I love all cute animals, right?
Yeah?
Damn, I forgot to be professional again. Please browse our ever-changing selection of compounding materials. Now that we've got that over with, I bet you want to hear about my new pet Saurian.
You finally got a pet? Good for you. How's that going?
Well, it started out wonderfully. My baby Saurian was the cutest little thing in the fort.
You had a Saurian in the fort?
Amazing, right? But the Sentinels said Wiggles was too dangerous, so I had to set him free.
Wiggles?
Cute name, huh? And the incident wasn't that bad. Like my Uncle Vonnie says, nobody needs all 10 fingers anyway. Wiggles and I were off-leash training, and it was great until that kid walked by with her sandwich. On the plus side, it was one of the smaller fingers, and my family gave her a really fancy gift basket.
Will you look for another pet?
I sure will. Just because I've had bad luck with Koroks, Tesselars, and Saurians doesn't mean I'm giving up. I believe every animal is cute when it's a baby.
But won't they get dangerous as adults?
I think the key is picking the right time in their development to say goodbye. You ask good questions. That's why I like you.
Thanks, Serena.
I mean as a customer of the store. You probably have to go. Maybe next time you'll get a chance to look at some of our new alloys. Bye. Please come back soon to the shop.
Good. Come to pay your respects at last?
I guess I have.
My name is Zara Toll, but you may call me Madam Chronicler. Everyone does.
Okay, Madam Chronicler.
You do know that I'm your cipher's point of reference, that I provide information via amplifier for your library.
Actually, I wasn't aware that was a thing.
That's curious. It's fairly common knowledge. Oh, maybe you have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia.
Did you rattle your head or inhale some toxic spores?
Not enough to give me amnesia.
If you say so, my dear. But what news? Anything to report from your travels?
I saw some unusual Shaper ruins where waterfalls were flowing up.
My goodness, I hope that was archived by your cipher, Ewan.
Do you mean Owen?
That's what I said. Or did I? Pardon me, a chronicler's mind is easily overfilled. But as my esteemed mentor Negandel used to say, the occasional confusion is a cipher's burden.
Maybe you have amnesia.
You're jovial, but most freelancers are. Maybe too much.
Not sure I follow.
I talk to cities and ciphers far and wide. They all say the same thing. Freelancers have lost their way.
I haven't lost my way.
And I'm glad for that. You know, you'd be a wonderful sentinel.
And just stand guard all day?
Food for thought. Which brings me to my duty. A chronicler must pass along collected knowledge, that humanity may build upon its learnings.
Learnings? Oh, you mean reading?
What would you enjoy? Hard news or something more escapist?
News, please. Good to know what's going on.
I must agree, especially in these trying times. May you learn that all may learn, that all may grow.
Thank you. Catch you later, Madam Chronicler.
But catch me, what am I, grab it? Good day. Well, hello again.
How are you, Madam Chronicler?
I hear you've been rescuing Arcanists. For all their study, Arcanists have a remarkable lack of common sense, don't you think?
Well, anything for research, right?
Yes, put one's head into the mouth of an Ursix. For research. Well done.
Still, they know more than I ever will.
Well, that's up to you now, isn't it?
Well, I do like keeping up with the news.
That's the spirit. Or is it a hint?
You mean, did I come here to hit you up for reading materials?
Hit me up? Gracious, do you mean ask me?
Isn't that what I said?
Did you even read it?
Yes, I read it.
Really?
I read it.
Really?
I read it, I swear.
I hope you're being honest. Indeed, as my mentor and royal cousin Negandel used to say, a genuine sign of true honor is complete honesty. But most freelancers aren't really concerned with honor, so...
A freelancer's honor is in helping people outside the wall. Keeping our word, answering the call.
Fine words. I wish I could believe in them.
Why can't you? What do you have against freelancers?
That's none of your business.
Did something happen?
Nothing happened, never mind. This conversation is over. Good day.
Hey.
Hey? Is that what freelancers use instead of a proper greeting?
You're still upset.
I'm not saying one more word until you ask for forgiveness.
All right. Sorry if I was...
Prying?
concerned. However you feel about freelancers is your business.
Yes, it is.
But if you talk to me about it, maybe I could help.
You're a lancer. You'd never... Ugh. Not only do you lack manners, you clearly don't know how to apologize. Educate yourself. Good day.
See them scurrying about, selling their wares, worried about the weather.
Greetings, Chronicler.
Freelancer, I'm glad to see you.
You are?
Yes. Thankfully, you're brave enough to approach your opponent, whereas I have been cowardly.
Cowardly? You?
After our last encounter, I read the text I gave you on how to apologize. I realized I wasn't being objective, that I may have some issues. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
Of course I forgive you. No use holding a grudge.
Advice I need to take. I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Only if you want to.
The thing is, I'm afraid.
You're afraid?
There was a time when freelancers made me feel safe. Dozens of warriors silencing cataclysms, keeping scars in check. But then Freemark was destroyed, and then the freelancers went to the heart of rage.
I know. I was there.
And now the scars are out of control, and the Dominion is collecting relics for who knows what. And I'm helpless, and I'm angry about that. Do you understand?
I think I do. You're angry because you feel unsafe.
Yes. The world is more dangerous than ever, and the freelancers are gone.
You know I'm not alone out there. Our numbers are growing.
What if that's not enough?
There are sentinels, engineers, arcanists, not to mention bakers, doctors, custodians. People will help where they can.
I just want things to be like they were. Do you think that's possible?
More than possible. You'll be safe again, I promise.
I won't hold you to that, but thank you. Good day, Freelancer.
Madam Chronicler?
Ah, you did it!
Did what?
Silence the heart of rage, my dear. Who'd have thought?
Well, I had help. Alec and Faye.
Who are you serving with modesty? You did a great thing and you must acknowledge it. As my mentor Negandel used to say, you know who Negandel is, of course.
You mentioned him once or twice. He was your mentor?
Indeed. He was a master cipher, author, activist, and member of the royal family.
Sounds like quite a guy.
Indeed. And as he used to say, and say to me in particular, Let others celebrate your gifts, for what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess so.
Things will never be what they were, but they are getting better. And so I shall reward you with the gift of knowledge, of course.
Of course.
I'd like to present you with an old favorite of mine, the Freelancer 3. It's about as famous as you will be.
Thanks very much for the book, Madam Chronicler. And now, I should get going. See ya.
See ya? Yeah. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
Ah, I believe I can. May bright skies overhead shine light upon your paths, madame.
Bit overboard, perhaps.
I'll keep working on it.
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Goodbye.
Halleck is here.
Halleck? I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Hello there. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you.
No, it's okay. I'm Merelda. I drift sometimes. Not so long ago, I'd paint a scene like this. But now my hands ache too much, so mostly I just watch people go about their day.
Most of them are just trying to make it to the next one.
That's a shame. Eventually, the next one is your last. It's why I liked painting. Capture a moment forever so you can savor it.
Do I hear regret in your voice?
My son, Kyler. I haven't seen him in some time. Waiting for him to come back. You remind me of him a bit. Same jaw.
Has he been gone long?
A while. His patrol hasn't checked in.
I'm a freelancer. I might know something about it. Where were they patrolling?
Freemark.
Oh, was it recently?
It's been a long time. They were buying supplies there.
Freemark was attacked by the Dominion.
Was it?
About 10 years ago.
I'm sure he got out.
If you haven't heard from him since then, I'm not sure you will.
You sound like everyone else. They forget. Stranger things have happened in this world.
How long have you been waiting?
My sister says too long. She left Fort Tarsis for Anthem years ago. I couldn't. I have to be here when Kyler gets back.
Any other family?
It's just Kyler and me. But I was young once. I know how it is. He's probably chasing a girl. It's kind of you to ask. Most people are strangers these days. Not many talk to an old woman. Or buy her paintings. You should get back to your day. I'll be fine here.
It was nice talking to you, Merelda.
Bye.
I think they heard us.
Well, don't look over there.
Still alive.
Still worth
Hello again, Merelda. Still people watching?
There you are. I was starting to think you'd miss lunch.
I didn't know we had plans.
All that time in Freemark, you haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. The Kyler I knew never turned down grilled gazik.
Kyler?
The name I gave you the day I brought you into this world. No wonder I never heard from you. The Anthem must have set a few screws loose.
Honestly, I'm a little worried about you, ma'am. Are you feeling okay?
Of course I am. And Ma'am? What happened to Mum?
Well, it's just that...
It wasn't easy, Kyler. Everyone told me you were dead, but deep down, I knew if you loved someone enough, the Anthem of creation would make it right. Somehow it would bring my son back to me. If it hadn't, I couldn't live without my boy.
I think you're confused. I'm not your son. I'm sorry.
You have your father's sense of humor. All his pranks drove me nuts.
This isn't a prank. You're mistaking me for Kyler.
Don't get smart. I waited years for you to come back. And if you hadn't, I can't live on hope anymore. No point in going on. If it isn't you, I'd rather be dead.
have to accept that Kyler's never coming back. Freemark was 10 years ago. If you haven't heard from him since...
But...
I'm sorry for your loss. I really am.
I don't know. Dead? It can't be. You're a liar.
I'm afraid not. I'm so sorry.
He's all I had. My boy. Please leave. I need to be alone.
Of course. I'll let you be. Hi there, Merelda.
Can't sleep, huh? I get insomnia too. I thought it would get better with you back, but still wide awake.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Kyler.
How did it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the Anthem bring you back?
I don't think the Anthem has anything to do with this.
Of course it does. Everything in this world happens because of the Anthem. And that includes you. So what did you see out there in the world?
I met people who need a little help. Got lost along the way. I'd stopped to talk to them.
I knew I'd raised you right. You see someone in pain, maybe sad or down on their luck, and you lend them a hand.
I'm doing what I can.
Though it seems like you put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I tried telling you before. This whole situation, you're confused. I'm not who you think I am.
You trying that again? Telling me you're not my son?
I'm trying to tell you the truth.
You don't think I know my own child? When you were hurt, I tried to...
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we... Forget it. It's nothing. The Anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
You sure it's okay? Come on, your first serve the right medication. You're the problem, right?
Hi, Merelda. How are you?
I don't know. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we can't still have a memorial for him.
No, the vase wasn't there. And it's strange, now that I'm trying to remember some things you've said. I wonder, I don't know if the vase was ever there. I'm not sure what's happening anymore.
That's because your memory is playing tricks on you.
Why would it do that?
To protect you from painful things that happened.
Like what?
Why is the vase important?
Your dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
You were hurt. And?
I was? How? This is important.
No. I don't want to remember that day.
Whatever it is, I'm right here. It's okay. Just let it out.
Even if it almost killed me?
Except it didn't. You're still here. You're strong. What happened?
It was a warm day. Freemark was hot that time of year. You were playing with your father, pretending you were a javelin pilot. He was roaring like an Ursix, chasing you. You were so young. Your little legs scampering around, so happy. But then...
It's okay.
The sirens started. Gunfire was everywhere. Someone shouted, "The Dominion are here." Then the explosions. I heard you scream. Ran over. Your father was bleeding, but you were under the rubble. Piles of concrete. I tried lifting it, but it was too heavy. You were yelling, "Daddy's hurt, help Daddy." I pulled him away. Then there was another explosion. The rubble collapsed, but you
can do this.
You died My brave little boy. You were supposed to grow up and be a freelancer. Fall in love. Become a man. But you never did. Because I couldn't save you. Can you ever forgive me?
It's better if you forgive yourself.
How can I? Your father. He died the next day. They took him away. I never got to bury him. Or you.
None of it was your fault.
But I loved them. So much.
They wouldn't want you to blame yourself. They'd want you to be happy again. Can you do that?
I think so. Yes. But you're not Kyla, are you?
No. Just a friend trying to help.
Well, I'd be proud to be your mother. What you've done for me. I spent 10 years waiting for someone who would never come. You saved me.
I just gave you a little nudge. You saved yourself.
My thanks could never be enough, but thank you.
Be well. Take care of yourself.
Someone told me they tasted peppery. I thought they'd spice up my sandwich.
Hello again, Merelda.
Hi, Freelancer. Don't worry, I know who you are.
How are you doing?
Much better. All thanks to you.
Couldn't leave you to suffer like that.
You were everything I'd hoped Kyla would grow up to be.
I'm flattered.
It's true. It was hard letting go.
Kyler sounded like a great kid. You'll always have memories of the good times.
There were plenty of those.
You feeling better?
A lot of crying. But mostly a lot of laughing. I looked at paintings I made of him. He was something special.
Must feel like a weight is lifted.
More like a boulder. This is my last day here. I'm moving to Anthem to be with my sister.
Fresh air, fresh start.
That's the plan. Hope to start painting again, too.
So this is goodbye?
I think it is. Not that I didn't enjoy your company, but time to move on. Goodbye, Freelancer.
Take care.
Freelancer.
Hi.
I've been hoping to meet you. I understand you've done good work for Tassin.
I didn't realize that was common knowledge.
Sorry, I work for Corvus. My name's Nadira. Tassin and I are colleagues. She mentioned you're helping out against the Dominion.
Just trying to do my part.
Sounds like a pretty big part. I wonder if you'd speak with my husband.
What do you need?
It's unusual. His name is Leighton. He was once a spy himself, and he has problems coping. Things that happened to him in his past. But he won't open up to me. And since you're cleared for Corvus, I thought you could have a chat.
No harm in trying.
That's how I look at it. Talking can't hurt, right?
Why won't he discuss this with you?
I've tried. I think it's shame, maybe. He doesn't want me to see that side of him. He's become more distant, aloof, and he doesn't have any friends, so...
Maybe he'll unburden himself to a stranger.
Exactly. Tassin seems high on you. I thought if you spoke with him, Leighton might open up.
Sounds like he needs the help. I'd be happy to.
I'd really appreciate that. I think he just needs a friend. He spends too much time in his own head.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Thank you.
Hello. You're a freelancer, aren't you?
Do we know each other?
Word gets around. There was a time my job was to listen to those words.
Huh. So that makes you...
A spy. Nadira's husband. I think she spoke to you.
Right, she did. You must be Leighton.
This isn't awkward. A grown man prodded into making friends. But my wife insisted.
She said you were a spy? You must have been one of Tassin's people.
Not quite. I was fighting her people. Dominion. Ex-Dominion. I see Nadira failed to mention that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I defected.
I respect that. The Dominion are a pretty terrible bunch to work for.
Yeah, that's easy to say when you're outside of it, but inside, a man's conscience is never allowed to take root. Like this monitor you've been dealing with. I know his kind well.
I can't imagine.
It's a chorus of one. People forced to sing the same notes. Control, tyranny, supremacy. They become the only notes you know.
Sounds like hell.
I ran from it. Any life in Bastion had to be better than Strollheim.
Most people here are just trying to make their way, live simply, find some happiness.
Yes, decent people. It's all I ever wanted to be. Decency is a commodity in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves.
So you're a spy and a philosopher.
It was my wife who said that, the day I defected to Corvus. She debriefed me. I fell for Nadira before the day was even out.
Must have been one hell of a day.
She was a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. Here was a woman who'd fought in the same shadows I had, yet never surrendered her conscience.
What about you? Was your conscience intact when you defected?
It was lost. Nadira helped me find it again. Meeting her was... Without her, my life before.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Bad memories from before. I try not to think about it.
Nadira mentioned that.
She thinks talking about the past will help me. We'll see how it goes.
Well, until next time.
Yes, I'm still learning to make friends the normal way. I hope you'll drop by again.
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right, the spy, who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
That's a good thing about living on the edge of nowhere. You can leave your past behind.
I told Leighton that. He says it depends on what you've done.
Such as?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
Whatever he did, I still think he deserves another chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Not everyone would.
Was there a price for his second chance?
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No, but he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles. And our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do. Leighton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course, of course. I'm sorry. I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
I won't lie, I could. But I've seen my share of rough stuff in the world. Try me.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents. Strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, Freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize it's out loud sometimes.
What's bothering you?
A name. A woman. Aurora. It keeps repeating. She was... Damn headache. I can't remember.
It's okay, if it's too painful.
Aurora is expendable. Collateral damage is acceptable. The state has decided. The state has decreed.
What?
I don't know. It's a memory. I don't know who she was or what I did, but I can feel it.
Whatever happened with her, I think it's tearing you apart.
Can I ever be whole again?
Talk to your wife. Nadira could help. She's worried about you.
No, the shame. Not until I understand this. I need some time to think.
I understand. Nadira?
Freelancer. My husband Leighton mentioned you saw him again.
We spoke. He told me about his past, what he did for the Dominion.
Pretty bad, I'm guessing.
It was, but he regrets all the pain he caused.
He still feels it. I don't know how to make it go away.
He talked about someone named Aurora. I think it's a woman he knew. Something bad happened to her.
Aurora?
That rings a bell?
I've seen the name. A briefing on an old Dominion operation. Details were sketchy. I'm trying to remember. I think it was called Prism Tacit. That was their code name for it.
Do you think Leighton was involved?
He must have been. But if I ask him, it'll get messy. I'm his wife now, not his debriefing agent. There's too much emotion involved.
That just means you care. Leighton's lucky he found you.
Who knew spying was the easy part? It's marriage that takes training.
Can't help you there.
You've already done more than you had to. I appreciate it. We both do.
When I see Leighton again, I'll ask him about this Prism Tacit.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Freelancer.
Leighton.
Good to see you, Freelancer.
That name, the one that's been bothering you.
Aurora.
I mentioned it to your wife.
You did?
You can't keep going like this. It's killing you.
Maybe, but remembering the wrong thing could be just as bad.
You're used to taking risks, aren't you?
Calculated ones.
Then what are your odds if you do nothing and these memories eat you alive?
I would lose Nadira. I suppose it's a gamble I have to take. What did you find out? Who was this Aurora?
Nadira thought she was connected to a Dominion operation. Does Prism Tacit mean anything to you?
This was...
Leighton?
This was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it.
What?
I'm remembering now. You have no idea what's going on here.
Whatever it is, we need the truth. It's the only way this gets solved.
You may regret that.
Then tell me why.
A Dominion plan to infiltrate Corvus. A cipher mentally programmed to pose as a defector.
Wait a minute.
Underneath the defector's persona, the real agent remembers everything he sees and hears.
Oh, crap.
I remember who I am.
You're the agent.
My name is the Trigger. I'm Prism Tacit.
Maybe so, but your persona, I don't think it was a lie. His regret, your regret, sounded genuine.
It was deemed the most probable way to gain her trust.
Who?
Aurora, the code name for the enemy operative likely to have useful intelligence. My wife, Nadira.
You used her?
It's why her name is so painful to hear.
I think I was wrong about you.
No, I was wrong about myself. The man I was programmed to be has become the man I want to be. My conscience began as a facade, a layer, but it fed the seeds of doubt, of truth. I understand the pain I've caused, that I will cause. I really do love her. But I pulled away, knowing what the other part of me planned. I can't lose her.
Maybe in the world of spies, this is how things go. Maybe she'll understand.
Spy or not, she's still my wife. She saw the best in me, and I returned the favor by giving her my worst.
And now?
Tell my wife. It's your obligation to Fort Tarsis. I'm done lying. She was right, you know. I needed to make a friend. You've helped me understand myself. But don't risk yourself or others. Repeat the trigger now. My persona will forget we had this conversation.
If you insist. Prism Tacit.
Freelancer, I'm sorry, I must have drifted again. These damn memories. What were we saying?
Nothing. I was just leaving.
Freelancer, any progress with my husband?
Nadir, I have to tell you something, but I'm not sure how.
This doesn't sound like good news.
No.
Then it depends on how bad it is. In Corvus, I sometimes massage the news to avoid even worse damage. So let's hear it. Is Leighton okay?
Leighton's made a breakthrough. That's the good news. The memory that's bothering him, he knows what it is.
That's fantastic. You mean Aurora?
Well, that's also the bad news. Leighton, he isn't really a defector. You're Aurora.
Of course. Damn. I had a bad feeling about this. Part of me did anyway. I didn't want it to be true. But when you mentioned Aurora, it connected some dots.
I am glad I could help. I don't really know.
I'm sorry it went like this. I needed a neutral party to work it out. If I'd confronted him directly, I don't know what would have happened.
Now that we know, we've still got an enemy agent living here in Fort Tarsis.
But he's not an enemy to me. My feelings for him aren't a lie. I don't think his are either.
Maybe the Persona's feelings for you. The Leighton programmed by the Dominion, but the real one's underneath.
Did you speak to him? The real one?
The real Leighton said he still loves you. He pulled away because he doesn't want to lose you.
That's good to hear.
Yet you seem worried?
If Tassin finds out...
It is her job.
I know. And her job will be to handle Leighton. It won't be good. If you don't mind, it's time we both talk to him. I'll meet you there when you're ready.
Leighton, how are you?
Still have the headaches, but not as bad. Nadira said she wanted to join us.
We both wanted to thank you for helping Leighton. It's been good to see him make a friend.
I'm glad it did some good. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, Leighton.
At least one of us feels that way. I'm still not sure I really know myself.
Patience, Leighton. It will come. I'll help you.
Maybe we'll even work together. Tassin wanted to see us, said she'd be coming by.
Oh?
Good, you're all here. Some sensitive Corvus information has turned up in a Dominion archive. We may have a leak.
Are you sure?
The information came from within Fort Tarsis. I'm trying to pinpoint the source. You'll forgive me, but I have to consider Leighton.
It couldn't have been him.
Freelancer? You've spent time with him.
I'm not sure that's enough. We just met.
Well, you fought the Dominion directly. What does your gut tell you?
It couldn't have been Leighton. He's not the man he used to be. That life's behind him.
I see. None of us imagined Owen would betray us, but I guess I'll have to take your word for it. Good day.
Thank you, Freelancer. You didn't have to do that.
Does someone think I'm guilty?
Leighton, we need to talk. Prism Tacit.
What? That's what I've always liked about you. Straight to the point.
And I need to hear it straight. What am I to you?
Redemption.
And if I said I love you, what would you say?
That you're taking a risk.
Was Tassin right? Did you leak secrets?
I can say this. The Leighton you fell in love with is innocent. Fort Tarsis is his home, and he loves you back. Thank you, Freelancer, for giving me the chance to tell her that.
hope this doesn't come back to haunt me.
If you taught me anything, it's that you can't change the past, so don't worry so much about it. Now, if you'll excuse us, I'd like to meet my wife again for the first time.
Freelancer.
I'm not used to seeing you both together.
You're the reason we can be.
Which Leighton am I
talking to? It's okay, it's all pretty strange. The answer is neither. I now know about my past, but I'm certain that's not me.
I'm glad it worked out.
There's always a price, though, especially in this line of work.
Did something happen?
We got a report. Some of the leaked intel. It led to people getting hurt. Agents within the Dominion that passed secrets to us.
The man I used to be wouldn't care.
That's not the man I've been talking to.
No, but he did have certain skills. I've offered my services to Kassian.
What will you do?
Atone. Set right all the things I've done.
If that's how you put this behind you, Fort Tarsis could use the help.
This time, I won't be working alone.
Kassian's agreed to let us work together.
That life I always wanted? Simple, decent. We'll fight for it together.
A husband and wife spy team, huh?
If he steps out of line, I might have planted a new trigger phrase of my own.
Oh?
Please make us dinner, dear.
I hope you like boiled eggs. My training didn't include cooking.
I'll let you get back to it.
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Thanks for all you've done.
Hello, my name's Amal, and I'm your bartender. Freelancer.
Nice to meet you.
Did you recognize my voice when I said Freelancer?
Was I supposed to?
Well, I was in season 1 of Dawn Guard, so I thought you might.
Really? What was your character's name?
Sentinel 2. Sentinel 1 got to open the gate, but I was always at his shoulder.
Just in the first season?
Yeah, in the second to the last episode of season 1, I got killed by a scorpion.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but that's life, right? You gotta be tough if you want to be an actor.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get another shot.
You're probably right. I don't think Dawn Guard appreciated me. Hey, you're pretty smart. I could use your advice.
Okay.
So there's this lady that comes to the bar, and I think she's attracted to me.
What makes you think that?
She said, and I quote, "I'm super attracted to you."
So what's the problem?
First, she's married. Second, to an aggressive Lancer. And third, I am terrible at saying no. How do you think I should handle this?
You need to clearly say, no thank you, and stay firm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just hate disappointing people, you know?
Just keep it professional. If she doesn't let up, then ask your boss for help.
Good thinking. Max knows how to deal with stuff.
She sure does.
You are a wise person. I'm not gonna forget this. If I ever get into a jam, I know who I'll come to for help.
Great.
Hey, I am so glad you came in today.
Hi, Amal. What's up?
Thanks for asking. I want to run something by you if that's okay.
Do I have a choice?
See, that's why I value your advice. You're smart. Your suggestion for dealing with that aggressive lady was perfect. She told me she respects me now as a bartender.
That's great.
But now, I want to ask you about a woman who moved in across the lane from me. Her name's Karila, and she's really nice, and I kind of like her a lot.
So what's the problem?
Okay, she says there's a package coming for her, and if she's not home, will I look after it?
What did you tell her?
Here's the thing, she's beautiful, but mysterious, so I never gave her an answer. What do you think I should do?
You're probably just nervous because she's pretty. I'd help her out.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I was worried her friendliness and looks and dark, smoky eyes were affecting my decision-making.
They probably still are.
You are so right. They probably still are. Thanks for the advice. I'll let you know what happens.
You're welcome. Can I order now?
Ah, oh yeah, that's probably why you came in here. Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said I should help her out and hold it for her?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the package, and a little later, this guy shows up and pulls a knife on me. Tells me to sit down and starts tearing my place apart looking for the package. I'm scared, so I sit there until he rips the bedspread my mom made for me. My blood starts boiling, so I rush him. He tries to stab me, but I just drop my shoulder and drill him. We both go down hard. I jump up to get the hell out of there, and that's when I realize he's not moving. He's not breathing, and his head is at a real weird angle. So now I got a dead guy and a package in my apartment, and I don't know what to do!
Go directly to the Sentinels and tell them what happened.
Yeah, good thinking. I owe you big time.
Don't wait. Go now.
Hey, you know how Karila had that package and then I accidentally killed that guy and you told me to go to the authorities?
Yeah?
So I told the Sentinels everything, and at first, they were not super understanding. Their commander, Vul, thought I was some kind of vicious killer. But after interrogating me, he finally realized I wasn't. I'm in the clear now, but they'd sure like to speak with Karila.
I'll bet they would. Did you give them the package?
I sure did. That thing caused a lot of trouble.
Did you ever find out what was inside?
It was Ember.
The package was filled with Ember?
Must have been worth a lot of money. Crazy what people do for Ember, huh? I just hope Karila will be okay.
I don't know. She was mixed up with some bad people.
I'm sure gonna miss her, but I won't miss all the action. Although, this experience might be good for my acting.
Maybe. Who knows?
Can I get you something?
You know it.
Freelancer, I hear the Matthiases are safe?
For now, at least.
Wonderful. Matthias can be difficult, but I can't imagine the Arcanist Order without him.
Sounds like there's a story here. You did refer to him as that jerk when we first met.
I did? No, I probably did. That sounds like me. It's a professional rivalry. And he borrowed my horoscope and never gave it back.
I'm sure there was a good reason for that.
He just forgot he had it, then he lost it, and... Well, Matthias is single-minded in the pursuit of his studies. It means he forgets other things. Other people. It makes him a great Arcanist, but a terrible friend. Or partner.
Wait, you two...
Very briefly, we realized early on that it wasn't going anywhere. Matthias's first and only love is the work. You could probably say the same about me. No one becomes an Arcanist to go only part way. It requires everything you have.
You know, he's 3 people now. You could pick the one you like best.
No, don't. Don't even think of starting with that nonsense.
Just putting it out there.
No!
Not even a little tempted?
Stop it. Go away.
Sure. Take care, Aruna. Aruna!
Freelancer, doing well? Lots of talk about you around town.
Nice things, I hope.
Mostly complimentary. Though I do wonder if the tales have grown in the telling. Apparently, you're the best at, I believe the phrase is, six punching.
That's not even a word.
Hey, it wasn't me that said it.
What have you been up to?
Taking a few days off. Checking messages from Anthem. I've got another expedition lined up after that.
What is it you actually do? Matthias said you knew things about reality.
Sort of. I study the effects of conflicts between the Anthem of Creation and Shaper constructs.
Meaning?
My theory is that the Anthem is like a river, carving the landscape as it rushes on. Shaper constructs are dams built to harness that awesome power for... well, we don't know. And where the river meets the dam,
Chaos, turbulence.
You study that turbulence.
Exactly.
That's a really interesting way to put it. Never thought of it that way.
Oh, I've come up with various analogies to explain things to people who aren't Arcanists. You probably have a better understanding of our world than most, being a freelancer.
I protect people from the turbulence. I don't always understand it.
We're two sides of the same coin, aren't we? I observe. I learn why things happen. And you stop people from being washed away when the dam breaks. And they all break eventually.
Tell me about it.
All right. I'm gonna get more tea. Talk to you soon. Damn it.
What's wrong?
This? Listen.
Perhaps you could reconsider the teaching position. I just want you to be safe, Ducky.
My father died in a storm. Mother thinks I'll end up the same. She hates what I do. I dread her messages. They're always the same. Tears, pleading.
She cares about you. I don't think she can stop worrying.
I just don't want to hurt her. I want her to be happy because I'm happy. That's never gonna happen, is it?
Would teaching really be so bad?
I'm not sure. I'd be decent at it. People say I'm good at explaining things, and shaping young minds does have its appeal. But how could I leave all this? You're a Lancer. Something must drive you to risk yourself out there day after day, same as me.
I'm good at flying a javelin. If I don't do it, who will?
Obligation, huh? Never would have guessed. That's not me, though. I love the work that I do. I'm afraid I'll regret leaving. Or miss out on some great discovery.
Stay strong. Don't apologize for what you want. Do what makes you happy.
Does that make me a bad person?
Not really. You can't control how she feels. And you can't live your life for her.
Oh, the guilt.
You'll be okay. Drink some tea.
Oh, I'll go through several pots tonight, trying to formulate a response to my mother. Thanks for listening, though. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
I've gone through 15 drafts of a message to my mother. How do you tell someone you're sorry you hurt them, but you'll keep hurting them?
Just like that?
Wow, you're awful. There must be a more diplomatic way.
Just be kind, patient. Maybe one day she'll accept your choice.
That's more than I'm willing to hope for. I can't wait to be back outside. Relics are so much simpler sometimes compared to people.
Never had a person spit spiders at me.
That's true. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to talk and listen. You've been a real friend. If you ever need Arcanist help from someone who isn't arguing with identical versions of themselves, you know where to find me.
Thanks, Aruna. Take care.
All right. Who thinks they can fool Kassian Tristiano? Bartender? How about you?
Oh, good. A contender. You look smart enough.
Smart enough for what?
To help me pass the time. Kassian Tristiano, at your service. You're the Freelancer.
A Freelancer. There's more than one.
Really? Shows what I know. Anyway, how about a game of KS?
What?
Korok shit. I'll tell you a story, then you decide if it's true or a steaming pile of KS.
Okay, sounds like fun.
Totally fun. And stupid, which makes it extra fun. So, I once rode a megalodor for 20 seconds.
What's a megalodor?
Huge fish, razors on its back, delicious with a marinade.
Huge fish, huh? True.
Nope. KS. No such thing as a megalodor. Your turn.
My turn. Okay. I've been inside the Heart of Rage.
The Heart of Rage, eh? Well, you are a freelancer. but your expression is too blank. KS.
Nope. True.
No way. Sounds made up.
Everything that happens out there sounds made up. Your turn.
I've come north to find my only brother, Orion. Haven't heard from him in weeks.
You're telling the truth, aren't you?
Congratulations. You're correct. Don't suppose you know a young man from 420?
Why'd your brother come here?
Opportunity? Trouble is, I don't really know. He'll turn up. Until then, I pass the time with stupid games.
Have you asked the bartender about your brother?
The bartender? Why didn't I think of that?
Seems like a safe bet.
Yeah, I should take the safe bet more often. But safe doesn't always get you what you want, right?
That's true. You gotta take a risk now and then.
Right? I mean, what are we? Sentinels? Thanks for the advice. Now, off to chat with the bartender.
Good luck, Kassian.
Luck. Yeah, luck.
Happened to do anyway. Bought a shaper relic.
Hi, Kassian. Any word on your brother?
The bartender said he might have joined the regulators.
Regulators? I've had some experience with them.
You have? They're smugglers, right? You think you'll be okay?
I can't say for sure. Living outside the walls is dangerous.
Not as dangerous as sailing the open seas, my friend.
How is he with eating manticar?
You can't eat manticar. That's KS.
I've seen it. I've done it.
I just don't get why Orion would hook up with smugglers. Especially now that we're so close.
Close to what?
Finishing the Grand Caravan. Sailing to the north and back. When we return, riches. Prestige. What every sailor dreams about. It would be stupid to quit now, wouldn't it?
Depends. Maybe he has a good reason for leaving.
His definition of good can be questionable. Wouldn't be the first time I saved his ass.
He's given you trouble before?
It's his special talent. But at least he's not dead.
He's probably outside the walls.
So I just have to wait. Oh, if only I had my javelin.
Wait, you're a lancer? And you don't have your suit with you?
A sailor's jav is tethered to their ship. That way a lancer can't fly off. Ship sinks, so do we.
Doesn't sound very free.
The thrill of rocketing off into danger. That's when a lancer is free.
You like danger that much?
Beats sitting around behind walls. I bet you like danger too.
Yeah, I think you'd win that bet.
Embracing the danger. That's what makes us good.
How do you know I'm good?
You're alive, aren't you?
What will you do until your brother arrives?
No clue. Got any recommendations?
If you're a lancer, you'll like the Enclave.
Been there already. Saw the strangest javelin. Bright gold.
Is that bad?
No. I want one.
You're joking.
Absolutely. Or am I full of KS?
KS. You wouldn't be caught dead in a golden javelin.
Way too flashy. Probably attracts predators.
Catch you later, Kassian.
Not if I catch you first.
I'm pretty sure there's something going on there.
Well, look who's come to play. You up for a game?
You know I am.
So, I once fought Phyranix for 10 hours straight. Chum cannons on full.
You dive into the water to cool your jets?
Exactly. You know it's possible. So it's probably true, right?
Okay, sure. That's true.
Yep, it is. Legendary.
Not as legendary as that time I escaped 3 Ursics rampaging through a canyon. Hall of Heroes right there.
That's not heroism, that's survival. Not like when I saved that kid from a fire.
I call KS.
No, that's true too. Saved my brother. Can't save him anymore, but that's for the best.
So, what will you do now?
I need to finish what I started. The caravan. I like it here, though. More than I thought I would.
But you have to return to your ship.
Yeah, and soon. Crew won't wait forever. Guess I just need to jump off the edge and see what comes. I want to thank you for everything, though.
You seemed like you needed a friend.
I hate this feeling. You know? When you meet someone you click with.
And then never see them again?
Not fair, is it?
We could always write each other.
It'd certainly give me something to do while I wait.
When you're not accosting people in bars to play games with you.
Right? So don't die or anything, or I'll be bored.
I'll try not to. Good luck, Kassian.
Good luck.
You know that guy, Halleck? Freelancer. Checking up on us?
Thought I'd see how the cartography lessons were going.
Amazing. Apparently, I'm a natural talent.
A natural talent with a lot to learn.
Let me know when Dax passes the humility test.
You'll be waiting a while.
What does being humble have to do with charting maps?
Our field is a competitive one. If a client doesn't like your attitude, they'll go elsewhere.
Not if I'm the best.
When I was a student in Helios, I knew someone with that mindset. It didn't work out for him.
Helios? Aunt Cordelia, you studied in Anthem.
What? No. I'm certain I spent 8 years in Helios.
After what you went through, a little confusion is normal.
I'm not confused. I have memories of my classes and my apartment. I kept blue flowers on the windowsill.
The flowers were yellow. I stole them from the royal garden. Remember? Mother was furious.
I need to lie down.
Aunt Cordelia.
It's okay, Dax. Let her rest.
Please excuse me, Freelancer.
You sure that's what Halleck said? Everyone's lives depended on it?
Cardea, how are you feeling?
Oh, Freelancer. Fine. I'm fine.
Where's Dax?
She's on an errand. Yes, I wanted tea. Lavender, I think. We ran out.
Cardea, I think maybe you should see a doctor.
No, I was just lost in thought. Thinking about something Owen said.
Owen? How do you... You've never met Owen.
Of course I have. He helped you and Dax find me.
That was Faye.
Faye? Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'm just worried about you.
So is Dax. She took me to an arcanist. Well, technically 3 of them.
You met the Matthiases.
Yes. Interesting fellows. I told them what happened to me when I was trapped.
That you experienced your past, present, and future. I thought you said those memories were fading.
I'm not sure. I've been confused. I know things I shouldn't. Some days, my memories are consistent with Dax's. Other days, they're not. The Matthiases think I was trapped in a temporal reality. What I saw were possible pasts and futures, but not necessarily true.
You said I changed things for the Freelancers, and that we become legends.
I don't remember everything I saw. It comes in flashes. Besides, it's probably wrong.
But it could be right.
Even if it was, would you really want to know?
No. Whatever you saw, it's not real.
I wish I could be so sure. It feels real. I see people on the street who I know as close friends, but really, I'm a stranger.
There has to be a way to differentiate.
In time, the false memories might disappear. Right now, all I can do is ask. I rely on those answers.
But can you live like that?
Yes, I can. You survived the Heart of Rage. I'll survive this.
She told me to my face I was inspirational. Sweet and inspiring. The outside is truly the window to your insides. I challenge you, Freelancer.
To what?
To open your eyes to beauty.
Does this end with you trying to sell me something?
I'm not a salesperson, if that is what you're asking. I'm a clothier and a lover of fashion.
That's nice.
Yes. But you have never entered my shop. No need to apologize. You're no different from other persons in this fort. Tell me, how many outfits do you own? Don't answer. I will tell you. 2. One you are wearing, the other is dirty.
How do you know that?
Because it is truth. People are giving up.
On what?
Fashion, Freelancer. Fashion. Our land is full with cataclysms, war and death. But that does not mean we should lose our sense of whimsy. Now, more than ever, my belief is Fort Tarsis needs fashion.
Marl, you've got a special way of looking at things.
I love you for what you have said.
Okay, thanks, I guess.
I promised to myself, if I can't find even one person who believes in me, then I must give up my fight and leave fashion.
So I'm that person?
Yes, my beautiful Freelancer. You are the one. You have restoked my fire. When I came here, I vowed to keep fashion relevant in Fort Tarsis. And that is what I'm now about to do.
How are you going to do that?
You will see. But at this moment, even I myself don't know. I'm so filled with artistical inspiration, I must now away to my shop. Hello, my beautiful Freelancer.
Hello.
I was inspired by your love and support, and I did something crazy.
What did you do?
Gunther, would you please join with us?
Hello. My name is Gunther. It is nice to meet with you.
Hello.
Marl and I have been collaborators in the past.
We have a love, hate, hate, love, hate relationship.
It's complicated.
So, what do you think?
About what?
My bold decision to hire Gunther.
I think this could be a solid step forward for you.
Marl, you told me I was to be your associate.
Associate, assistant, what is the difference?
I believe the difference is critical to our professional relationship. What do you think, Freelancer?
I think they're very different positions.
Why would you speak such nonsense?
It is not nonsense. It is truth. You are trying to subjugate me.
No, Gunther. Many assistants do very well for themselves.
I am sure they do, but I cannot live as an assistant.
What are you saying, Gunther?
I must resign my position. It is time for me to move on with my career.
But we have only just begun. You can't quit.
No one tells me I can't quit. I quit. Goodbye, Marl.
Goodbye, Gunther. I was planning to surprise him with a promotion on his birthday.
What will he do?
Who knows? We are too much alike. Fashion first, everything else second. Everyday glamour is much more accessible than people believe. All is lost, my beautiful Freelancer. Now all we have is our grief.
Why? What's going on?
Gunther has burnt my shop to the ground.
I'm so sorry. Why do you think it was Gunther?
Because he was always jealous of my talent and success. I must seek out Gunther now and make him pay for what he has done.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Why? Do you think I should just let him get away with it?
No, but I don't want this to get out of hand.
It's already out of my hands. Don't try to stop me, Freelancer.
You're not going to do anything crazy, are you?
Only history can judge what we do today.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. But I do know Gunther can run, but he cannot hide. Actually, he's pretty good at hiding, but he was never a strong runner, so it is likely I will discover him. And when I do...
fresh, and more fresh is the way I choose to live. So I'm guessing you heard about the fire.
Yeah, Marl told me.
I do not understand why. I think my leaving must have caused Marl to give up on all his hope.
What are you getting at?
Do you not get me? I want to know, why would Marl burn down his own shop?
Hold on. Are you saying you didn't do it?
Of course I would not do it. I loved that shop. Oh, especially the accessories.
Then why does Marl think you did it?
It's because of his jealousy. It fills him with lies. I would like him to blame me to my face.
Your wish has come true, Gunther. I blame you to your face.
Your accusation is false. I am not an arsonist.
No? Then if not you,
who? Look in the mirror, Marl. When I left, you were devastated. I believe you were overcome with emotions and that you burned the shop.
You dare! I challenge you to a fight to the death.
I accept.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt, but I overheard you discussing the recent fire.
Do you know something that might help us out?
Yes. I have information that will definitely be of interest.
Okay then, let's hear it.
The blaze was caused by electrical cables that were carelessly left in a puddle of water.
I told you the electrical cables should be tidy and bundled.
And I asked you to clear the puddles from the back of the shop.
You're both at fault. This was an avoidable incident. But to be fair, it could have happened almost anywhere in our fort. The loose cable and standing water issue needs to be addressed. We were lucky the fire only destroyed your business.
I guess you're both innocent.
I'm sorry, Gunther. I should never have believed you would do such a thing.
And I am also sorry. I am too hot-blooded. Sometimes my emotions speak too loudly.
So what's next for you two?
I am bereft of ideas. What do you suggest?
I think you should hire Gunther again and rebuild your shop.
You believe in us?
Sure.
I will join with you again, Marl, and we will bring fashion back to where it belongs.
Yes, Gunther. We will rebuild.
Thank you, beautiful Freelancer. We will make you proud.
And when you do rebuild, please remember to consult the new fort building codes.
Hello, my beautiful Freelancer.
Hey, Marl. Hey, Gunther. How's it going?
Wonderful. Rebuilding from the ashes has rekindled my own artistic fire.
And I am the flame.
That sounds great.
We are inspiring each other.
I have created a fresh design, my first in so very long.
And I am wearing it.
Behold, a golden scarf.
So, what do you think?
It's nice.
I was hanging laundry. The sun was shining when my eye was struck by a shiny glint. It was a sunbeam reflected by an arcanist's silver scarf. I remember I said, "Oh."
And I said to Marl, I would love to see that scarf sparkle at the setting sun.
And that comment pummeled me with inspiration.
He whispered, we must transform them into scarves of golden sunlight.
That's quite a story.
And all you can say is it is nice?
I didn't get a chance to finish. I was going to say, nice and beautiful.
That is why we love you.
And why we will always love you.
That's...
Shh. Don't say anything. We know you feel for us. In some way.
When you see our fashions, Freelancer, always remember how you inspired Gunther and Marl.
Now go. Before Gunther becomes overwhelmed and begins to weep.
It is too late.
won't let me connect. I have to get out. Can't breathe.
Kista. Whose voice is that? Kista.
The javelin. My javelin. It's talking. But how?
Life. Breath. The song of creation. I hear it. What am I?
What will happen next? When Bastion's finest are in the dark, sometimes the best man for the job is a grabbit. Investigator Sentinel Quincy follows the evidence, and his pet grabbit, Hops. When human eyes can't see the solution, the grabbit's nose knows. Last time on the Detective Hops Mysteries, Hops found a javelin seal that might be the key to the case.
Sentinel Quincy, Detective Hobbs. Everyone is gathered. Present your case, please.
Yes, Sergeant. 2 days ago, Strider driver Herbert Wyland was reported missing by the dock authority. His Strider was left standing in the dock, its fees unpaid. Detective Hobbs followed his scent from the Strider cabin out into the jungle. We found Wyland's body, covered with electrical burns, in the center of a Tesla nest. It seemed very clear that Wyland left the city on foot, ran afoul of the wildlife, and was unfortunately